You notice that I don't build Rageblade anymore into OP.GG. It's because like Rageblade is good in like 1 out of 100 games, just because like so many games you're gonna need Executioner, or you just like you don't really get to that point. Because Rageblade you have to stack it up before a fight, and by the time you built it, it's usually a 4th item. You're two-shotting carries anyways. It's only good if you're just splitting. What do you think about that?
I disagree with this. I think you have a point. Like, let's say you have LDR or Mortal Reminder compared to Rageblade. Like, these single hits, especially like before you stack it, are gonna hit harder. But I think that the attack speed you get from Rageblade is so insane. Like, you get 70% attack speed, which is like so much, and it's like it makes your auto attacks go off way faster. And again, like you said, you clear things faster. And I think even the AP and the magic damage on hit, these are things that you can't ignore either.
So when would you build Rageblade? Would it be after Trinity Force?
Okay, so can you open my PGG?
Yeah, let me see.
So the third last solo queue game where I'm against Ornn. This is my build, like, ideally, like at this point. So my build is almost always is Greaves, ER, Stinger, IE, Rageblade, finish Triforce from Stinger, and then sell Tiamat for Mercurial Scimitar. This is my build in 90% of games. This is just like an average, but how I build Stinger before IE or IE before Stinger, it always depends on like how much gold I have, but like on average, Stinger will be completed before IE or IE components. But I think this just works really, really well. I don't really see points unless it's like really specific, of course. Like sometimes if I need QSS, I will of course take it. Of course, but like earlier. But I never take LDR. So if I need Executioner, then of course I will go Mortal Reminder. But other than that, I will go Rageblade always. I never go LDR.
Okay, I got Tryndamere.
Nice. Who you playing against?
Don't know yet. They have Kane, Nami, Twitch, Lysandra, Hubbard. Their last pick banned Jax, so it's probably a Camille player. You take Lethal, Triumph,
Yeah.
Tenacity, Last Stand, Transcendence, Nimbus.
Yeah, I take that
Okay.
against Camille. And I still don't know if I want to take Ghost or Ignite against Camille. This is like a debate for me, which I think is better.
I always take a look at the comp. Like if it's a comp where like I know I can just pop off with Ghost, then I'll take it. Against this comp, would he take Tenacity just because they have Lysandra and probably Camille here?
Yes, I would take Tenacity here. Like, I think Tenacity is just compared to like 18% attack speed, 30% Tenacity is so insane.
It's a Wukong. Okay, well.
Yeah, yeah. What are you taking against Wukong? I would take this, what you have right now. I would take it.
Honestly, if it were me, like I was playing, I would take Bloodline here.
I think, like, for me, anything that can CC me and it's like something that I want to get rid of, I would still go Tenacity because I just don't think Alacrity is worth shit. And Bloodline's like, I think lifesteal is really overrated on this champion because in combat you don't really, I don't think you really need it. I think this champion is just purely based on how much damage can you deal during the 5 seconds of your ultimate. And if you're not in combat, then Q is of course just enough sustain, at least in my opinion. So I don't really value lifesteal that much on this champion, but this was an okay Bloodline game for sure.
Also, I just want to say, against Wukong, I usually start Doran Shield.
Okay.
What do you start?
I just go longsword and three pot. I go longsword and 3-pot into most matchups. Against some matchups, like against Riven, I will D-Blade because I know that I will fight like level 1, level 2. I will force really hard against something like Riven. So I will take D-Blade because it's of course going to be better than longsword since you have the flat HP on top of that. I really like this because I think how you get your first base, like the very early game, is super important to me. And like afterwards, I think you will already have Q points, so having potions is like less valuable because you have so much sustain from your Q anyway. Especially if you're going Tiamat, you're just gonna gather so much fury all the time. So I think having potions is not really that meaningful. So I think refillable is like, I don't think it's bad, but I think I really like longsword 3-pot just for the max early game potential.
Yeah, by the way, what do you think of my bot lane? be like.
I mean, this
if
is
they
like.
hit their shit. Like the Nami Twitch just fucking die if they hit their shit. But
I mean, still, that's like. Do people not complain there? Like here, people would like really, really flame and like tell them to dodge or that they're like some bad words, and this game probably wouldn't go through on EOS, man.
So longsword 3-pot. Let's try that. All right. So the way I approach this matchup, I usually just take short trades until I get them low enough where I can go for the all-in.
Yeah, that's ideally what you want to do. Yes.
Just because you don't want to fight directly into his passive.
Yeah, precisely.
So kind of like Darius.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like ideally what you want to do. But of course, I think there are like I think most of the time I actually end up killing Wukong by level 2. I think my last stream I played against Wukong and I did kill him. I think it was level 2 that I killed him because they get like I think they have the Darius effect where they just walk up and they will just not stop. They will just go. Even if it's bad, they will still go because they just simply think that they will win. Wait, what is Wukong doing? Wait, hello? Oh, okay, never mind.
I'm just like I just want to have a normal game, man.
Yeah, yeah.
He took the. Yeah, that's fine. 5% fury. All right.
Oh, that's so true. I never used that, by the way. Why don't I do that? Oh, I learned now. I never do that.
All the time.
Yeah, that's so smart. Like, I don't know. I'm stupid. Wow.
I always leash extra hard. That way I can have extra fury coming up. So I'm just going to wait. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Fucking misclicked the shit on that one.
No.
This is my first game of the day, so we'll see.
Okay.
This goes.
I know my first games are always pretty ugly. Yeah, since
I had a leash, I just...
Yeah, since you had the leash and the first trade went like really badly, I think, yeah, you need to just forfeit right now.
I shouldn't have gone that, but it should be fine.
Oh, we're gonna VOD review this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah, so like, I would say just like, probably let me play it out unless I'm just making some kind of like awful decision that...
Yeah, I'll just be watching. There's a window here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm seeing it too. Because he's low enough where I can go in. I'm able to build Fury.
The thing that is to be noted is igniting early, so you can tell the clone instantly.
Okay. I ignite just for the Nimbus Cloak. I don't know if it was particularly needed. But...
Yeah, I don't think it was needed. I'm already seeing plenty of potential for in the VOD review. This is good. Because I think this is a matchup that you can easily fuck up. Damn, Olaf should be pathing top right now. Would be so free. Yeah, would be so free.
So I'm just gonna 2-wave shove this.
Yeah. Like, yeah, like stack it a bit slower and then like stack this wave with the incoming wave. Yeah, like this exactly. Like now it's gonna stack, and I don't think it can contest. You can push in the next one too, because it's not 6, right? Is he?
No.
Yeah. He troll builded, nice. I love when they do that. Yeah. It's so useless.
Alright, so is this Zerx and probably Longsword?
I don't think so. I would go like BF with refillable here probably. Because I don't think it's about run or catching him, right? I think it's just simply being right next to him when he like ults. And then he's gonna be fighting back, and you just want to hit him as hard as you can. And also you talked about those short trades, right? Like, guess what's good in short trades?
Yeah, the high AD from BF Sword. Okay. Sometimes I build Tiamat in that situation with boots.
Yeah,
I yeah. Yeah, just because the Tiamat can help you see the real one too, like as soon as you cleanse.
Yeah, I don't think that's bad. That's also fine. Yeah, this is really good. Super good wave. I think like forcing right now is not even bad. I think he's like just W and then running. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, like you win really hard. Yeah, like that. Nice. It's really good. This is a dive. Dive. maybe wait a bit for tempo. Okay, still works. Still works. Yeah.
Who is it? Kane. Okay.
Nice. Oh, did you miss the plate? You might have.
I mean, I got spam ping fucking.
Yeah, but I was just like,
But
like maybe you were in range, but I guess not. Ah, remember to get a pink, man.
You get a pink there?
Yeah, yeah. The pink is good.
Oh,
It's like
man,
if
I'm
anything,
greedy.
it's permanent vision.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
you
I'm
can.
really greedy with my build there.
I think like if you can't buy
I
anything, yeah, I would like if anything, I would keep it in my inventory and potentially if I walk somewhere, I'm gonna place it like for example Pixel Brush in the river for my Olaf or just straight up for lane, like just to make sure that Wukong doesn't have wards. Like even if you don't need the vision yourself, just make sure the enemy doesn't have vision either.
oh,
Nice.
let me take that. Grief my jungler a little bit. Yeah, junglers always take that shit, man. To try to like split the gold. I mean, just get this shoved in as quickly as possible.
Yeah, just get the turret.
Oh wait, you have TP? Fuck. I never keep track of TP timers. That's another thing. I'm just gonna back with Essentiaver.
Yeah.
Essentiaver and the pink ward. I'm learning. All right, so my bot lane's only inting it a little bit, and my Olaf's huge, so this game's probably pretty decently winnable.
Yep. Yeah, like if he ever walks, yeah, like you can just do this. Yeah, it's like reach that stage.
Like I'm so far ahead now.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for their Kane to show up, and then I want to pressure up.
Yeah. Also, like right now, like getting damage on him is okay. Like really important because we're 2 minutes off for plates, and you really want to use your health before 14 minutes. So like if you can, just deal damage so you can set up a dive. Like you're on a timer here.
Yeah, I'm stacking up the wave so I can use it.
Yeah. Okay. Once you go for a dive, remember to.
That fucking damage I just did to him.
Remember to ignite early.
I would say that's a perfectly efficient dive.
Yep, that was good. He just had to do that.
I know. Alright, well, okay, so this is Zerk's BF sword, right?
Yeah, that's what I would do. Another play was that looking bot lane, like you could have Olaf was topside, so if Wukong would hard push, you could have told Olaf to catch the wave, and then you could have just straight up ran bot, taken red and ran bot, because I think you have Vi, and Vi can just go in and help you just kill the Twitch and Nami. So I think like just running bot and killing them was an okay play here too, because like you pushed in this wave, then like what then?
Yeah, well, usually in this spot, I would just take jungle camps over and over again, just really try to set the enemy jungle bind.
Yeah, this is like a play that's good, and sometimes I do this myself, but it's like an opportunity to potentially go bot in a situation like this. But this is like a really safe play that will always work, and the bot lane play might not work. Okay, right now you don't necessarily need to like insta push it. Okay. Because you don't really have anything to take anyway, right? So if you keep the enemy wave alive, it will kill your minions, which will make Wukong miss minions. And he needs to walk up further if he wants to get minions, so he's actually gonna walk in the danger zone. Yeah, basing is good here. I would base there.
You would base there?
Yeah, I would base because again, like you could have already based, and you could already be walking back to lane, and yeah, there's not much to take here. It's only this next wave.
Yeah, I was thinking about trying to have Wukong here since you don't have ultimate.
Potentially, can work.
Okay. I was hoping he would burn his W, but let me just walk down. Okay, now I can reset for dragon. Sorry, here, would you get cloak double dagger?
Yes.
Right.
This is my buy. Yeah.
Okay, so here, where do you go top?
I would. Wait, how much is Drake? 40. Okay. It depends. Is my team strong enough? Like, do you think that your team is strong enough right now to take Drake without you? Because you could just go Herald. Like, you could just take the Scuttler right now and take Herald. Like that's another play.
Yeah, I'll push out top, then I'll take Herald.
Yeah, because I think your team is strong enough and they don't really need you. So I feel like you can just do whatever you want. And getting Herald right now is really good because you can't really force any more top lane because you already took 2 turrets, so you really need Herald to like actually push turrets right now. Now you should start moving to Drake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because they're.
Yeah, they're fighting. Yeah, you're just gonna clean this up. They're fucking dead.
Oh.
Oh, that was actually pretty funny.
Man.
Yeah, probably help her. Yeah, she's too low. And then after this, bot turret's really low.
There's a meme with Metroid, like, you don't know from like previous seasons, he would just like prioritize Dragon over literally everything else in the game. Like, and he always sold that shit level 3 as Vi.
Yeah.
So I just memeing him a little bit there. Okay, I got I edge. I'm just going back.
Yeah.
I'm back. Go straight Herald.
And your pink is dead, so make sure to get another one.
Actually, would you go bot here?
Yeah, I would go bot.
Okay. Yeah, I was about to say because
Talia's gone top.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Baron's not up yet. There's still like 1.5 minutes, so you have time to push in the wave bot lane, potentially maybe get a kill bot lane, whoever comes here, and then you can move if necessary.
Okay, so in your opinion, what's better, sex or taking your jungler's Krugs?
I would take the Krugs right here.
Yeah, I think I would take the Krugs too, man.
I don't know what it is about Krugs. It's such a satisfying camp to take.
I know. Looks like they're about to FF.
Yeah, this is really over. Yeah, I think if the Twitch walks, because Twitch and Nami, you can easily kill them both, and there's like an over 10-second window where they are the only 2 ones alive. So if they walk up, then just force hard.
And my bird's freaking out.
Holy shit, he's so loud, man.
I know. Zazu! Calm down! So right here, Stinger and then build into Rageblade?
Yes, I would. I don't think QSS is really like, it's like whatever right now. So I think I would just go Rageblade, especially because you already have Tenacity. Like if they ult, okay, well, that's GG.
Yeah, okay. Dude, I swear to God, like whenever I play against a Wukong, no matter what, it's just like an automatic win. It's one of the easier matchups for me, for sure.
All right.
But yeah, that was good. Like, I was fucking like struggling early, first game of the day, but
yeah, that was still like you shit on him pretty easily. Yeah, well, I guess Talia Vi bot lane is pretty broken.
Yeah, I wasn't even thinking about it, man. Like until I actually started lane phase, I was like, oh fuck, this is my first game of the day, isn't it?
Yeah. Happens. I don't know. My first game is like I used to like always before I played any ranked, I used to play like a normal game or an ARAM or a flex queue game or something just to warm up. I don't do it anymore, but I think it's pretty good to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so here, right now, I would just because he already E'd the minions, so he already used E. I would just E all the minions and just auto him. And
okay, so you would E into Wukong?
Yeah, I would E into Wukong. Like wait, like let me get it. Like right now, it would kill all the melee minions, and I would just auto him once. And if he wants to chase, I would just keep trading auto attacks with him. And I think it would be fine because if he wants to run back, then he's gonna lose because he's gonna also tank your casters here. He would lose. It wouldn't go that far though. I don't think it would go that far. And
spin, auto attack, and then
yeah,
like,
then walk out. And if he wants to keep autoing you, and then you just auto walk away. You just like keep kiting him, like go backwards. So he would lose with the casters hitting him. And if anything, like right now you get an auto E, but he still wins out here because of this. Because you misclicked, but you already know that. So like you misclicked here a bit, but I think once all the 3 minions were low, I would E in the minions, also hit Wukong, and then auto him. And then start cutting back. Because we kind of took the more passive route. He has control on the lane. And he actually gets to push it in. But like right now, you can't walk up really. Wait, you used E here. Oh, that was nice. Yeah, yeah. I said that was nice when we were watching. That was good. Because you can't really walk up anyway, so like that's a free trade. That was nice. Yeah, what?
Do you think I
Sorry.
should use a potion here,
Yeah,
or
yeah, I
is
would. Yeah, I would.
okay?
Like now you use it, but like even though you're gonna get Q soon and you're probably gonna use it and get HP, but I think you're like low enough that you need to pop up potion anyways, and you don't know if he's gonna like walk up and make himself killable. So you want to have HP for that already in that case.
Yeah.
So you should pop a
Okay.
potion. So like right now, I would walk up here, auto the minion once, so the tower shot will make it killable. And if he wants to E into you, or if he wants to Q you once or something, that's fine. It's worth to take one Q from Wukong and get a minion for it. But like
Okay.
right now, I would walk up here and auto it like twice. But because you don't do that, you actually end up missing this minion. And it's the same for the next minion too, like that one as well.
I was thinking, I want to keep my HP as high as possible
Yeah.
for for potential all in. But you maybe it'd be better if I got those minions, but then just use a potion. Hold
Yeah.
on, let me give Zazu to.
If like let's say you did auto these minions and you would have more fury, so then you would have healed more from your Q2. So basically, like hitting the minions and getting more fury would have basically given the HP back to you that you would have lost from the Wukong Q. Plus, you would have gotten gold from them. So
Yeah, that's really good to keep in mind too.
yeah, yeah. So like right now about the triple pot, you see like your first trade was unfavorable. After that, you took a nice trade, but Wukong in the end, like he had control on the lane, but you have 2 pots left, and they're also 150 HP pots instead of 125 like refillable. It's this is why I like it, because this is really good for early game. So right now, like you're in a very favorable spot because of course you're Tryndamere, you have your Q, right? Plus you still have 2 pots, and he doesn't have a pot anymore. So this is why I really like the triple pot. It gives you like super good early game sustain, and you can take these trades. Because let's be real here, Tryndamere's trading isn't good like compared to other champions. Like Wukong has really good base damage and all that. Like Tryndamere's only trading is like auto E, so you want to do good all-ins and you want to be healthy enough for those all-ins. So when you play against champions with better trading, you want to have the pots to counter their trades so you can stay healthy enough for the window to get the all-in. So like right now, I would play more aggressive. I would be right next to this cannon right now. And if he wants, because he wants to get it.
Yeah,
So
and
like,
then if he goes into me, then
yeah,
I just auto E, right?
yeah.
And then
I would
I've
just
got the potion advantage.
I would just auto him, and if and want to make him use his clone. Yeah, because you're strong. You have almost full fury. You're level 3. He's level 3. He has no pots. You have 2 pots. So you want to hit him, and as soon as he uses clone, unless you got like crits already and he's already really low, you just back off. So you hit him as long as it takes for him to use his clone, because you're not gonna lose this. Like you're right next to your turret, so he has a way harder time backing off. You can just E away anytime you want, so you can just hit him, and even if you go even HP, or even if you lose the HP or the trade in terms of HP,
Potions,
yeah,
Q and base sustains are always really good. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
this is exactly where I would be playing like way more aggressive. Like right now you walk up, but this is way worse because you walk up into his minions, plus you walk up really far. So if you did this what you did sooner, it would have been very favorable, but now it ends up not being really that good. But yeah, about the trading HP, it's really really good. Again, I would just be standing like way further up because I think he's in.
So yeah, so every time like mini waves, I just need to be way more aggressive there.
You need to space better. You need to be closer to minions because they always want to come last at minions. I need to look at your own minions HP, so you know that right now he's gonna walk up to this minion to last hit it, and you're gonna walk right next to the minion. So if he last hits it, that means that his auto attack is on cooldown, and then you get to auto him for free. And if he doesn't want to last hit the minion because you are right next to the minion, then he misses the minion. So it's a win-win situation if you stand next to your minions instead of like standing like further back.
Okay.
Ends up bouncing. Right now, yeah, this is where I said that I see the window right now. And then he ends up,
he ends back in TPing.
Yeah, that was also nice. Yeah, this is really... right here, I think what I would do right now is, if anything, is... Okay, we'll see when the king comes. So like right now, I would just use W because and just keep running, because I know for a fact that you're gonna take some damage right now, and reducing their AD is gonna be worth it. But I don't think this ignite was necessary at all. I don't think you're gonna die like ever in this case. So I think that was a bit overkill.
Yeah, here's my thought. I was thinking like I didn't think I was gonna die either, but I didn't want to take any extra damage because my HP was already pretty low.
Yeah. Okay.
And I wanted to be able to stay in lane because my wave was shoving up to him, right?
Yeah. So I think right now, about you talked about the saving HP thing. I think like walking up right now, even for that minion, is not worth it. I think you do need to reserve your HP currently, because if Kane stayed, which he doesn't because he's here right now, but if he stayed, would be
Then I
quite
could be
bad.
diving.
Yeah, you could be
Yeah,
you're gonna be diveable because you grief for this minion. Like if you didn't grief for that, but now that you take this amount of damage, now you're diveable. You're not diveable if you don't take this, but since you took that, now you're diveable. And yeah, one thing that I really always look to do is, like right now, use your Q right now, but you could have just waited until you last hit this minion and then use Q, and it would be rank 3 Q instead of rank 2 Q. So you know you're
yeah,
gonna hit level 5 from the next one, so you could have waited for that.
yeah. I've noticed I do that on occasion. Like I'm just thinking like use Q on cooldown, like when I'm this low. But yeah, I really should have waited for a better Q. I think he does base.
No, he bases later. Right, he doesn't yet. Ooh, this was like really close. I think right here I would have just eat all the casters here, because if he wants to go in, I don't think he can kill you. I don't think he has enough damage. I don't think he had enough mana either. I would just eat all the minions here instead of
Okay.
just eating the one minion. I would just eat all of them. You would have also gotten that minion and
Okay.
that. But I think how you use your E in early game, well, you surely know this, but how you use your E in early game is super important, because you don't have good wave clear, and like pushing in, especially without TP, playing waves is so important, because not hitting the E on these minions right here could potentially prevent you a crash, because now you need to spend several auto attacks like getting these minions when they could already be dead. But
Okay.
I think this could have prevented your crash, but of course in this case it doesn't. But like using your E on as many minions as you can is something that I try to do. Also, do you abuse how crit works in this game or not? Like like
What do you
the
mean? Oh, you start your auto attack and then you press your Q.
no, I
Or
mean no. Like you know how crit works in this game, right? It's not like pure RNG, right?
I mean, sometimes I like if you don't crit for a little bit, you have a higher chance to
Yeah,
crit, right?
exactly. It's pseudo RNG, but that helps you push minions faster. So let's say that okay, let's do a hypothetical here. So let's do like your full fury right now, and let's say that you auto this minion, you don't crit it. You auto this minion, you don't crit it. On the third auto attack, since you have full fury, your next auto attack is very likely to crit, because you haven't crit already on your last few auto attacks with full fury. Then you should shift aggro to this minion, because critting this minion after one auto attack would be overkill, and hitting this minion is not overkill. So you would only need 2 auto attacks to finish off these minions instead of 3. So you save 1 auto attack.
Yeah, I do that. So like yeah, because if I know a minion's already last hittable, I do
Yeah.
Focus different one, hoping for a crit.
Yeah,
I do
exactly.
it on occasion, like I think about it. I don't know if I do it here, but like I know I do it on occasion.
Yeah, that's really good. That's what I do all the time, because again, without TP, how you play waves is so important, because you need to make waves crash and you need to play the waves so fucking well. I think playing without a TP is actually so hard, and people have this mindset that, oh, you're such a noob, you need ignite to play lane. Like, no, it's actually difficult to, like, TP is such a safety net. So like if you fuck up waves, it's actually really hard to come back without TP. So this is like, especially when you don't have Tiamat in early game, it's really important to abuse this, because it actually makes you push waves faster, like several auto attacks.
Yeah, I just the biggest thing I focus on when I'm like crashing in waves is like when I spin through the mini wave, I'll try to focus the range first.
Yeah.
Just so I don't like accidentally like crit a melee and miss a minion.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. But I think I'm actually trying to slow down my shove here.
Yeah, you are.
Because I'm trying. Yeah, because
You want to
I'm
stack
trying
them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I want it
yeah.
to be far enough away from turret so I can crash it easy.
Yeah, this was good. Like you push it slower, so you create a bigger wave to threaten the Wukong. Because if the wave isn't stacked, he might feel, or the Wukong might feel like, oh, I can just walk up and I can challenge the Tryndamere. But since your wave is this big because you stack them, he's way more threatened than he actually can't walk up because your wave is too big for him to handle. So now you actually stack the wave, and now there's way too many minions for him to handle, and now you can just cheat a recall, and yeah, you end up getting a free base. And right now here, I don't know what you would have bought if I didn't tell you to go BF. You maybe would have went Zerkers and Longsword, but
I think I would have gone Zerkers Longsword.
yeah. But this, I hope you saw how much stronger this is, because Wukong's a champion that he's gonna fight you, and it's gonna become like this. Oh, who's gonna hit each other harder? Like who's gonna hit who harder? And Zerx is more like if you hit someone constantly, and they're running away from you, then it's of course really good. But Wukong has a stealth and he has knockup, so your like attack speed value isn't as high because there's gonna be interruptions on your auto attacks. Also, BF is gonna be like much better in terms of damage in general. But you don't need the movement speed right here because he's gonna be in like right on you when you guys are fighting. Okay?
So if you're playing against a Riven, would you go Zerks over BF?
Yeah, I would go Zerk. Yeah, because I think how yeah. Should I explain how it?
Fight away from you, right?
Yeah. So how it works against Riven is because her trading is of course like insane. Like Riven has one of the best trade patterns in the game, and you have like one of the worst. So how it works against Riven is because when you walk from minions, like Riven's always going to try to go for trade because she knows that, oh, you can't really do anything if I do this. It's the matchup's just about waiting until she messes up. And once she messes up, if you have Zerx instead of BF, you run her ass down. You pop Ghost, you run her ass down, and you're going to have enough movement speed, and she's going to not have her cooldowns because she spent her cooldowns on the trade, right? And she messed up. So that's when you punish her with the Zerx, and you just fucking bop with the Zerx and movement speed. And that I think it's better than BF.
Yeah, I think this is what...
Yeah, this swings the lane really hard. This alone swings the lane.
Because I remember I was level 7, he was level 6 when I took a big trade on him. I think I half-healthed him with like a spin auto.
Yeah. And there we could see the power of the BF compared to Zerx. Also, I think in general, as a rule, I think you shouldn't be on this side. You should be on this because it's closer to the Wukong and it just creates more pressure. He will feel, or you're just... It's easier for him to zone away from if you're here instead of here, because here you don't really serve a purpose, and here you serve at least... It's a very minimal purpose, but it's somewhat of a purpose if you're sitting like here, because you still have range to both of the minions you want to last it, but you're also you're just giving like a very slight amount. Yeah,
closer to the low health.
Yeah. So you're gonna be on this side. It's close to the Wukong, and it's gonna be in the same range to these minions as you have here, but you're gonna be just in a better position to, if the Wukong oversteps, you're gonna be closer to him here than here. Yeah, I think here I would instantly, like, especially since you're level 7 and he's 6, I would instantly go right now. I would walk up, I would try to W, and I would just go instantly because I don't see a reason not to. I would just go.
I definitely reacted late to this.
Yeah. You let.
I waited like 3 seconds.
Yeah, he ends up getting a level from that because he waited. Like he ends up getting level 7. That was a big problem. I think he gets a level 7 from this minion. Actually, yeah, he does. Yeah. So if he went earlier, he would have, like, that's a lot of stats what he gets from a single level only. So he would be weaker from this.
Yeah, I actually waited so long.
Yeah. Also, if you went early or instantly and you ignited earlier, I think this might end up being a kill. Also, I would have went harder there, even here. Let me see again.
Yeah. So if I went while he was level 6, for sure it's a kill.
Yeah.
If since I waited, since I waited there.
Yeah.
And waited for my ignite too. I didn't see his clone exactly, and it cost me.
But it was still good. Like, this is for sure in your favor, but it could have been still been better. Yeah. And this is well, you instantly see that this is a dive. Like, we agree on that. This is an instant dive when he uses clone and he doesn't evolve.
I can't believe he walked up and just pressed W, man.
Yeah.
I think I missed my spin damage here.
Yeah, I think thing that you what I would have done is, since his clone is on a such long cooldown and he has nothing to like really wait for here, I would have waited a few seconds for my tempo just to be sure that I will have the extra attack speed on the dive, but it ends up working really easily anyways. Because his clone is on a still like on a way longer cooldown, so it's not gonna come back up in time even if you wait for tempo, but it's still good. So
What do you think about this by the quick cloak?
Yeah, this is agree, or I agree on this. This is good. So it's still the same thing, like how the matchup work is. Still works the exact same way. So you just want to maximize your actually just straight up raw damage, what you need. So it's the correct buy, and I would just go pink here. I think pinks, if you don't have a pink and you can't afford anything else, and you're not like really behind, like once you're really behind, I think you need to start like reserving your gold. So like getting pinks is more difficult, but I think once you're ahead, getting pinks, especially when you don't have anything else to buy, you should just get a pink here. Just even if you don't necessarily need the vision yourself, you're at least denying the enemy vision because pink reveals wards. Also, I think like I watched this game and you weren't using your trinkets like almost at all. I don't think you should ever have two trinkets. You should always have like one regening all the time, right? So if you ever have two, you just place it like pretty much anywhere. It's just so you can have like another trinket always refreshing, so you get value from it.
Okay.
So you go to lane. He's slow pushing.
So like you would put the trinket just like in river right there.
Yeah. Just anywhere. Like once when you base, like I would just put it anywhere, really. Like just to get any sort of vision. Like it's if anything, you will just see maybe Kane will walk up here and you wouldn't see him otherwise, or whatever. You would just have
another just saying Wukong, like showing the vision of Wukong walking down to the
to Herald.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like pretty much anything. Like you just, the point is that you should never have only, or you should never have two, because you're not getting any value from like refreshing or a ward coming up, because you already have two up, so you're not getting any value from it. So you should always use one.
I'm pretty sure I have 0 vision score here.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, this was GG. Like once this fight happens, it's really over. I like the Herald tech though. That's good. I like that. You just yoink that from the Olaf.
Yeah, I'm like, you know what? Use it.
Yeah, I mean, true. Yeah, this was a good base.
I didn't realize his TP timer was up. I missed that 1 minion because I was trying to shove the wave in as fast as possible for the Herald. But yeah, I guess that ended up being fine.
Yeah, it's okay.
The SMG were by at 10 minutes. Oh, it feels so good.
It's really nice. So this is like, again, if you went like D-Shield here, you wouldn't have this right now. So because you would have spent 450 gold on something that isn't an ER component.
Exactly.
Yeah. So yeah. So and this went totally fine here, right? Like sure the Wukong wasn't that good, right? And he didn't play that well, but I hope you like saw the power of I think personally, like I think Wukong is they get like such an ego early game, because I feel like Wukong is he has the Darius effect, like I said. Like you can just pretty much press E on them and you will just win against most champs, and they get an ego and they just go too deep and you end up killing them early. But then they like get Tabis and get level 6, and I feel like it becomes really hard if they just play their cooldowns correctly. But this guy just didn't know at all how to use his cooldowns. But I feel like Wukong actually, once he gets armor, it becomes really difficult, because he has good damage throughout the entire game. Like he has good base damage. You go push up right now, and this was good. We can go back a bit here. Wait.
God, that crit just did so much damage.
Was it?
So I'm stacking up the wave for a dive here.
Yeah. Oh, here is when you just immediately go in. Like this. This was really nice. Like instant reaction. Like this is what I want to see like more. This is what you should be doing more, because you know how strong you are, but sometimes I feel like you're not as confident as you could be. But like right now, of course, you know that you're really strong and you can just do this. And this is what you can do more often. So I I feel like taking more early fights, even though if they're risky, maybe on your Smurf or something, like take more early fights against champions that you don't think that you can win against, but you just try to play more aggressive and take more fights so you can have like a better sense of like just getting these early kills, because I feel like you can get way more early kills, which is gonna be like way more wins in solo queue.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so much damage.
Yeah, I kept the freeze until I saw Kane bot side, and I was like, okay, I can stack for a dive.
Yeah.
So I don't know. For me, like I want to play consistent. So I always like playing with as much info as possible.
Yeah. And that makes sense. And sometimes, again, like I said before, like it does cost me sometimes when I guess I play too aggressive and I end up dying, especially to like ganks. But I feel like it is like it's just a calculated risk. That's all it is. Like it is still a risk. It's a calculated one, but it's still a risk, and sometimes it does backfire. But I feel like in solo queue, it's definitely good to do that. Okay, get a super good base. This is a fat base. And then, oh yeah, here we talked about the going bot thing. So here, this is a play that you could make. So, you don't see bot lane, so they're gonna come back to lane soon, and you have champions that can actually like help you in a fight. So, and Olaf's already topside, and this wave is like really up here. So it's like it's gonna take him a while to push this in to like actually for you to like miss minions. So you have plenty of time here to do like whatever. So an alternate play that you can make that is risky because it might not do anything, but what you could do is if you instantly started running bot, take red and then just go here and potentially kill their bot. These champions can't do anything to you. And yes, you don't have sums, but I still feel like you could have potentially gotten kills here, especially because the wave was coming to your side. So the wave is right here, so the enemies need to walk up. And you have a pink here as well. So you could have potentially been here and maybe just like walked up and maybe gotten a kill.
Done it. I've done that play on occasion. I typically go for that kind of play if my team, like if I just know we gotta like turn the game fast.
Okay.
I think even after seeing it now, I think I would still make the same play.
Yeah.
That I did, just because the game state is in a really good spot. What do you think?
Yeah, it is like, again, like I said, this is an alternate play that you can make. So I don't know if you saw this play, the possibility of this play. I don't know if I would even make this play. Probably not. Like, it's more likely that I would make the same play as you. Just go top, clear all the camps, make sure Wukong's not getting anything for free, potentially get a free kill on the Wukong. This is like the more safe play. And since we are like, or your entire team is pretty much winning already, doing like this play is a risk because it can backfire and it might end up giving Wukong like free CS and all this shit, but it is a play that you can go for. And if some of these like small variables would be a bit different, maybe the play would have been much better than it was in this case. So maybe if we were like a bit more behind, or you would have sums or something like this to like make the play even better for you, this is a play that's like it would be even better and better. So just trying to say that keep an eye out for those kind of plays, even though it seems kind of weird to just walk both as Tryndamere and try to gank, but it works sometimes.
Yeah, no, for sure.
The biggest problem with Tryndamere players, they split too much. They really do split too much. They just go into silent and they never leave, and they just let their teams die and all this. Like I think Tryndamere players need to realize that you still need to help your teammates, even if you don't want to. I think I'm a really selfish player, and I still help my team plenty of times because it's just what you need to do. Still a team game, so you still got to do that.
I've been really like when I took a break from streaming for about 3 weeks and I just like climbed off stream.
Mm-hmm.
The biggest thing I like worked to improve on was my my roam timings for objectives.
Yeah,
and to set waves prior to going for objective. Just really important. When before I wasn't paying as much attention to objective timers, and sometimes I'd go top with like 20 seconds before dragon and wouldn't even be able to do anything for the dragon fight was already there and gone. I think I'm doing a lot better job with that.
Yeah, it is really important, like especially without TP, because you always need to walk there wherever you're going. You always need to walk. You don't have TP, so having like or building that sense of map awareness and map movement and all this, like just straight up macro play. It's really, really, really important of Tryndamere, because I see Tryndamere players, they average like 10 CS per minute, but they still have like a 50% win rate, and they just lose half their games because they're like, oh, my team always sucks. But it's because your team's playing 4v5, man. Like, you're just not really doing much on sideline so often.
That's not the win condition as much as every top laner wants it to be.
Yeah. I know. I really like kills. Like, getting solo kills in top is like, it's my drug, man. I really like that. It's like my favorite part of the game. Once you like, when you solo kill the enemy top, that's the rush. That's the good feeling.
Yeah,
but like, yeah, you should just actively.
The feeling, winning the game, making them go 0-3 and run the rest of your team, or making that top laner go 0-8.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a hard decision sometimes, but we gotta take the win.
Yep. Like, what's the best play right now? Like, actively just asking yourself this question. If anything, just straight up ask it to yourself in your head. What is the best play right now? And then try to... And once you figure it out, this is for the... Well, you obviously know this, but for the people watching, like, just try to ask yourself this, like, manually in your head. And once you do it over and over and over again, it's just going to become autopilot, and you don't even need to think about it anymore. But, like, every time you leave base, or every time you push the minion wave, when you have like free time to think, just ask yourself, what is the best thing to do right now? And then do it as well as you can. And yeah, this is good. You go take the Drake. Y was too low to take it. You go push both and take the turret.
One thing I want to say is, like, you know, every other game, like, I wouldn't buy the BF Star, I'd buy the Stinger and focus in on the CDR, right? But then in the mid game, my spin one shot range minions, it would like get it to like 1 HP. So like that's the biggest difference I saw with this BF sword spike. You know, besides the actual like raw damage, like being able to just insta clear waves even faster felt really good.
Like without Tiamat, just having raw AD for your spin is really good, because your E is still gonna be like your main wave killer because it's your only AOE, right? So this is really good. Like this is also like just the raw damage is just so good. I feel like this is for sure the best build.
I think I had 2-shot Twitch, man. It felt so good.
Yep. Like the damage is... Yeah. Like look, boom, boom. It's so good. Like it is like hitting hard is just what you gotta do on this champ.
Alright, man. Well,
that was that.
Hey, thank you for your time, dude. This was extremely informative.
This was really fun. Thank you so much for the opportunity. This was like one of the most fun things I've done in a while. Thank you so much, man. This was awesome.
Yeah, everyone make sure to go and check out Rangerzx on Twitch. He streams all the time. He streams high-low gameplay. He can show you how to carry. And he does coaching also. Yeah, what do you do coaching for? Like, what's your prices and all that?
Oh, I do 60 for live plus VOD euros and 40 for VOD only.
Okay, there it is. So, guys, let's give a big round of applause for Ranger. Thank you so much for helping me out, man.
Thank you. Thank you, man.
I need this fucking support. Like, just knowing those little things I was doing wrong, the spacing and lane. And then I think it was like the biggest thing was spacing and lane and my my itemization. Take care.
All right, take care, man. Thanks a lot. Bye.
All right, later, man.